works are underway. Now I'm taking Chris to see the soon-to-be-completed SGFC National Satellite Test Facility. You are some of the first people in the world to see inside, because before now, it's never been on television. So, this is it. So it's amazing, although it's a building site outside, this is actually the test facility.
It's impressively large, isn't it?
Actually, that's what, the ceiling height.
Yes.
But there's nothing else like this in the UK. And so some of those big satellites that usually have to go abroad can now be brought here.
It's the size of the doors gives you an idea of how big the satellites might be.
Yeah, but what mind boggles me is this is all going to be a clean room. So, you're not donning all the clothes, but on this scale.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Equally impressive is the huge vacuum chamber, 7 meters wide and 12 meters long.
I feel truly dwarfed by this.
Fully assembled, whole large satellites can endure the conditions of space before being wheeled around the corner to be subjected to the rigours of the launch pad. This is where they do the vibration tests, which is pretty critical for a satellite.
See, I've never built a satellite, but this must be terrifying when you do this with something you've built.
Well, yeah, you do it gradually. So you sort of do it on the sub-components and you build it up to component level and then build it up to satellite level, which will be this. But yes, it is a bit terrifying because if you've got a satellite, I mean, you're talking about a few tons,
right,
which you're jiggling up and down quite violently. So this is one of my favourites because it's just the scale of it. This is the electromagnetic compatibility chamber.
It's a big metal box.
It is.
Why is it a big metal box?
Well, it's a Faraday cage.
Okay.
So you don't get sort of signals leaking out, you don't get signals leaking in.
So you can isolate the satellite.
Yes, and that's really important for things like antennas, because you want to test their profile and see how they work. What I find amazing is all these different test stations together in one building. Often you might get one of these in one location and then maybe a vacuum chamber in another. But having all this on one site and all on one level, that's the strength of this. And I think that's what the UK space industry was calling out for, and it's been delivered. So UK space just keeps on going from strength to strength.
Well, we'll have to see what comes through here. I hope maybe we get some astronomical telescopes in.
Oh, definitely, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think it's definitely a success story, and the success story goes on. Britain is great at making spacecraft and now has world-class test facilities. And there's a chance that the UK might soon have its own launch facilities too. Plans are in place for sites from Cornwall to the Shetland Islands.
Next month, in a special hour-long edition of the programme, we'll be diving into the archives to look at how the Sky at Night and the BBC have covered the search for alien life. There's sure to be a few surprises.
But that we would definitely classify as UFO. He'll come back, Patrick.
Yes, he will.
He will come back.
I think, with a great respect, I think he was a satellite.
We do hope you can join us for that. In the meantime, from here at the new National Satellite Test Facility, good night.
Exploring questions about life, the universe, and our place within it. Reach for the Stars with Brian Cox and Adventures in Space and Time, streaming now on BBC iPlayer. And later on BBC 4, Revelations and Surprises from the Mission to Saturn. Goodbye Cassini with Horizon at 11:30.